Have you ever wondered why so many people grow weaker and lose their independence as they age, even if they try to stay active? You might think it's just a natural part of aging, but the reality is much more serious. What if I told you that by the age of 80, your body could have lost up to 50% of its muscle mass compared to your younger years, silently, gradually, and dangerously? This decline has a name, sarcopenia, and it doesn't just make you weaker, it slowly robs you of your ability to walk, lift, and live independently. More than 50 million seniors worldwide are affected by this condition, and yet most of them have no idea it's happening until it's too late. The good news is, you can still take control. There are simple, science-backed strategies that can help you rebuild strength, maintain mobility, and stay independent for years to come. In this video, we'll explore the real causes of muscle loss after age 60, the silent warning signs you need to look out for, and the exact steps you can take today to protect your muscles and your freedom. If you're over 50, or care about someone who is, this might be the most important health advice you'll hear all year. Each year, over 300,000 elderly individuals are hospitalized due to falls resulting from weakened muscles. Here we arrive at the surprising segment. Research published in the Journal of Physiology challenges the notion that severe muscle atrophy is an inevitable outcome. Individuals in their 70s can exhibit remarkable strength, functionality, and even a youthful appearance, contrasting sharply with many others in the same age group who may struggle with fundamental activities such as rising from a chair or ascending stairs. Individuals in this demographic demonstrate remarkable independence well into their 90s, often outperforming those half their age in strength assessments. Individuals continue to engage in mountain climbing and participate in various sports activities. If you found this video informative, please consider liking and subscribing for more educational content on health topics. What, then, is their unique approach to success? A staggering 93% of seniors are unaware of the habits that can effectively delay or even reverse age-related muscle loss. However, researchers at the Mayo Clinic have identified these crucial practices. Research from Harvard Medical School indicates that many physicians often overlook discussing a crucial habit with their elderly patients, which can significantly aid in the recovery of lost muscle mass, even in their 70s and 80s. Scientific evidence highlights the importance of maintaining strength as we age, yet this is often at odds with the advice provided by many healthcare professionals. Continue your reading, as the initial habit is probably one that you may be practicing incorrectly on a daily basis. This common mistake accelerates the process of muscle atrophy by triggering genes that typically remain inactive. Addressing this particular behavior can significantly impact whether you experience your golden years independently or require assistance from others. We encourage you to engage with this video by liking it and subscribing to our channel for more valuable content like this before we proceed. We invite you to share your location in the comments section below. Let's proceed with our discussion. The seventh habit involves hormetic stress. One of the most intriguing behaviors observed in resilient 80-year-olds is their engagement with hormetic stressors, which are particular forms of stress that can promote health benefits. Hormesis refers to the intriguing phenomenon where substances that are typically toxic at elevated doses can exhibit beneficial effects when encountered at lower levels. This concept highlights the complexity of dose-response relationships in health and toxicity. What doesn't kill you can indeed contribute to your strength, especially regarding muscle development. Research from the Buck Institute for Research in Aging indicates that short-term exposure to specific stressors activates cellular defense mechanisms. These mechanisms can help maintain and even improve muscle function and growth in individuals well into their 80s. The primary hormetic stressor employed by superagers is the variation in temperature. Activating brown fat, enhancing mitochondrial biogenesis, and stimulating adiponectin, a hormone that safeguards muscle tissue from degradation, can be achieved through short exposures to cold. For instance, concluding showers with 30-60 seconds of cold water or engaging in brief cold plunges can provide significant benefits. Saunas and hot tubs function similarly by stimulating the production of heat shock proteins, which play a crucial role in safeguarding muscle cells from damage and facilitating their repair. A Finnish study indicates that a decade of sauna use is associated with a 40% reduction in muscle loss compared to individuals who do not use saunas. Consistent sauna utilization is characterized by engaging in sessions 4 to 7 times per week. Intermittent fasting, characterized by consuming food within specific time windows, serves as the second hormetic stressor. To enhance muscle quality and promote autophagy, the cellular cleansing process, superagers limit their food intake to a specific time frame of 8 to 10 hours each day. This technique enhances mitochondrial activity in muscles by up to 10% within a 12-week period, as evidenced by research conducted at the Salk Institute, all without leading to weight loss. Muscle contractions, while brief and intense, represent the third hormetic stressor. Isometric exercises, where superagers engage in pushing or pulling stationary objects to their maximum capacity for durations of 5 to 10 seconds at full intensity, represent a prevalent form of physical activity. The brief but powerful contractions engage muscle cells, promoting their growth and activity while minimizing stress on the joints. The intermittent nature of these stresses is what contributes to their effectiveness. It is essential that they are brief in duration and accompanied by adequate recovery time. When applied correctly, these controlled stresses can stimulate longevity genes, such as FOXes and sirtuins, which play a crucial role in preserving muscle mass as we age. Gradually incorporate these habits into your routine to build a sustainable tolerance over time. It is essential to avoid placing excessive strain on your system. Your goal should be to cultivate a gentle and supportive form of stress. The sixth habit involves implementing a strategic approach to protein timing. While the quantity of protein intake is the timing of your meals plays a significant role in overall health and wellness. 5. Enhancing vitamin D levels through habit optimization. It is noteworthy that over 80% of the elderly population is deficient in what is often referred to as the muscle vitamin. Vitamin D insufficiency, often referred to as the silent detriment to strength, is prevalent among the elderly population. Let me clarify this for you. Vitamin D serves purposes beyond just supporting bone health. Research conducted by scientists at Harvard University has demonstrated that vitamin D plays a crucial role in activating the genes responsible for muscle building and synthesis. To effectively develop and sustain muscle mass, it is essential to recognize that your cells are equipped with vitamin D receptors. When these receptors are activated, they initiate crucial biological processes that support muscle health. A groundbreaking study published in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed that older adults with optimal vitamin D levels exhibited 25% greater muscle strength compared to those with insufficient levels. Furthermore, there was a significant enhancement in reaction time. coordination, and balance, which are crucial factors in fall prevention. Vitamin D deficiency is characterized by levels falling below 20 nanograms per milliliter. In contrast, superagers, individuals who exhibit remarkable longevity without the typical signs of aging, consistently maintain optimal levels exceeding 40 nanograms per milliliter. What are the most effective strategies for vitamin D supplementation? While sun exposure offers numerous benefits, its effectiveness tends to diminish with age. The decrease in our skin's vitamin D production is significant, with a reduction of 50% occurring between the ages of 20 and 60 when exposed to sunlight. The standard daily requirement of 600 international units is often insufficient, and supplementation is essential for most seniors. While individual needs may vary based on blood testing, studies suggest that most seniors should aim for a daily intake of 2,000 to 4,000 international units to maintain optimal levels. Incorporate foods high in vitamin D, such as fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products into your diet. Additionally, aim for 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun exposure during midday when possible. It is important to exercise caution. Inadequate levels of vitamin K2 found in fermented foods and certain animal products hinder calcium from effectively reaching the arteries, thereby encouraging its utilization by the bones, facilitated by the synergistic action of vitamin D. High doses of vitamin D supplementation can lead to the calcification of arteries. This often overlooked but essential vitamin-nutrient interaction could play a pivotal role in your overall success. To determine the appropriate amount of vitamin D for your body, it is advisable to consult with your health care provider for a blood test. To prevent muscle atrophy, it is advisable to maintain your levels above 40 milligrams per milliliter. Fourth guideline. It is essential to manage inflammation on a daily basis. What characteristics do resilient elderly individuals typically share? The levels of inflammation observed are relatively modest overall. Recent research indicates that inflammaging, which refers to chronic, low-grade inflammation, plays a significant role in the decline of muscle mass among older adults. The breakdown of muscle protein occurs at a rate that exceeds the body's capacity for replacement, primarily as a result of this subtle inflammatory process. However, there is more to consider. Inflammation can hinder the anabolic signals that typically facilitate muscle growth following exercise and protein consumption. A pivotal study conducted at Tufts University revealed that seniors exhibiting the highest inflammatory markers experienced a rate of muscle mass loss that was 3 times greater than their counterparts with the lowest levels, independent of their protein intake or exercise habits. Some anti-inflammatory strategies are employed by superagers who maintain their youthful vitality, a fact that many seniors often overlook. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule is essential for optimal health. Prioritizing a good night's sleep can be effectively achieved by going to bed at the same time each night and ensuring the sleep environment is completely dark. Insufficient sleep can accelerate muscle atrophy due to a significant rise in inflammatory cytokines, potentially increasing by up to 40%. Additionally, they maintain a vigilant focus on the health of their digestive joints. Recent studies from the University of California indicate that changes in gut flora linked to aging are directly responsible for systemic inflammation. The dietary patterns of superagers encompass a diverse array of plant-based foods, exceeding 30 servings per week, along with fermented options such as yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut, which incorporate natural probiotics along with a diverse range of fiber sources to be consumed on a daily basis. Thirdly, individuals strategically plan for workout intensity. Consistent mobility is crucial for overall health. However, older adults should steer clear of intense workouts, as these may increase inflammation levels. Individuals classified as super-agers typically engage in moderate exercise most days, incorporating brief, high-intensity intervals once or twice a week. Finally, it is important to incorporate specific anti-inflammatory substances into your diet. Aim for a daily intake of 2 to 3 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, which can be sourced from fatty fish or supplements. Additionally, consider including curcumin, turmeric, and foods rich in polyphenols, such as ageless berries, green tea, and extra virgin olive oil. Researchers at the University of California have found that inflammatory indicators can rise by up to 29% within just 12 weeks, attributed to age-related changes in gut bacteria. A straightforward blood test that assesses high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, HSCRP, can assist in monitoring inflammation levels effectively. Unlike the typical senior, who may exhibit levels 3 to 5 times higher, super-agers typically maintain their levels below 1.0 milligrams per liter. Principle 3. Incorporating a specific vitamin daily. While most dietary guidelines emphasize macronutrients like protein, carbohydrates, and fats, individuals known as super-agers, who exhibit exceptional muscular strength, focus on specific micronutrients that support protein synthesis and enhance muscle function. To optimize the benefits of the protein you consume and the effects of your exercise regimen, these essential nutrients act as crucial facilitators. Without these essential factors, no quantity of protein intake or exercise regimen can effectively safeguard against muscle mass loss. Researchers at the University of Vermont have identified magnesium as a crucial yet often overlooked electrolyte essential for optimal muscle health. Therefore, it inherently assumes priority. This mineral plays a crucial role in over 300 enzymatic reactions that support muscle function, and it is noteworthy that more than 70% of the elderly population is deficient in it. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 revealed that seniors with adequate magnesium levels exhibited a 30% stronger grip and significantly enhanced physical performance compared to those with even slightly deficient magnesium levels. Alongside the use of highly bioavailable magnesium supplements such as glycinate or threonate, individuals who are considered super-agers typically incorporate magnesium-rich foods into their daily diet. These foods include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate. Next in line is creatine. This approach is not exclusive to beginner bodybuilders. In comparison to strength training alone, the addition of creatine supplementation has been shown to significantly enhance muscle mass, strength, and cognitive function in older adults. McMaster University, 2015. Enhancing muscle energy generation and optimizing water content within muscle cells can be achieved through a daily intake of 3 to 5 grams, fostering an anabolic environment. Next on the agenda is methylated B12, a B vitamin that often does not receive the attention it deserves. As we age, there is a natural decline in stomach acid production, which subsequently affects our body's ability to absorb vitamin B12 effectively. Moreover, it is concerning that proton pump inhibitors and metformin, which are among the most commonly prescribed medications, significantly reduce levels of this essential vitamin. A deficit can significantly impact both neuronal function and the energy generation processes within muscles. Methylcobalamin, the active form of cobalamin, is often preferred by superagers over the more economical form of cobalamin typically found in most multivitamins. Mineral cofactors, including zinc, selenium, and chromium, are vital in promoting protein synthesis and enhancing insulin sensitivity. These attributes are crucial for the effective transport of nutrients to muscle tissue. A comprehensive study conducted by Tufts University found that optimal levels of these trace minerals were linked to a 22% enhancement in muscle mass maintenance over a 5-year duration. Micronutrient testing enables superagers to identify their specific nutritional deficiencies, allowing for targeted supplementation instead of depending on a one-size-fits-all multivitamin. By customizing their treatment to meet their unique biochemical needs, we can help them reduce costs by steering clear of unnecessary interventions. Maintaining the integrity of your neuromuscular connections is the second essential habit. It is noteworthy that many seniors may not be aware of this important fact. The process of muscle atrophy impacts not only the individual muscle fibers, but also the overall functionality and health of the muscular system. The connection between your muscles and nervous system often represents the most vulnerable aspect of your physical health. Neuromuscular junctions function analogously to electrical outlets, providing the necessary signals that energize your muscles. As degeneration begins, particularly at an accelerated rate after the age of 60, it becomes increasingly challenging for the brain to effectively communicate with the muscles, regardless of dietary protein intake or exercise routines. Recent research from the University of Michigan indicates that exceptionally strong superagers exhibit significantly enhanced neuromuscular connections compared to the typical senior population. Researchers have identified several behaviors that can help preserve or even repair these vital connections, which is an exciting development in the field. During the initial session, participants will focus on the coordination and precise execution of a series of predetermined movements. Research indicates that activities such as Tai Chi, dancing, tennis, and even ping pong may be more effective than traditional strength training or walking in enhancing the brain's pathways to muscles. To enhance the neuromuscular connections, it is essential for these exercises to engage your neurological system in recruiting muscle fibers according to specific patterns. In a study conducted in 2020, it was found that older adults engaging in coordination-demanding activities twice a week maintained their neuromuscular connections 31% more effectively than those who only participated in conventional exercise. The second method emphasizes the importance of chemicals that support neuromuscular health. Research indicates that alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl L-carnitine may play a role in protecting against oxidative damage at the nerve-muscle junction. The presence of certain B1 forms, such as benphetamine and huperzine derived from Chinese club moss, demonstrates their potential to enhance the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which plays a crucial role in muscular activation. This finding is particularly promising. Certain breathing techniques employed by superagers effectively stimulate the vagus nerve, contributing to the regulation of neuromuscular transmission. Engaging in just 5 minutes of daily practice can enhance neural activation of your muscles by up to 15%. Simple breathing techniques, such as box breathing, can facilitate this improvement effectively. Inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold again for 4 counts. The connection between mental activity and the preservation of neuromuscular connections is particularly fascinating. A pivotal study conducted by Columbia University revealed that older adults exhibited significantly better preservation of muscular function when they regularly engaged in challenging cognitive activities. The interconnectedness of the neuromuscular system and the brain, due to their shared neural pathways, has led researchers to discover that brain training can significantly enhance the functioning of the neuromuscular system. By employing neuromuscular preservation techniques, individuals classified as super-agers can maintain robust brain connections well into their 80s and beyond, facilitating the efficient recruitment of muscle fibers. The first habit to focus on is resistance exercise, which develops progressively over time. The most vital habit that sets apart remarkably strong individuals at the age of 80 from others is the one identified by experts at Tufts University as the most effective anti-aging intervention discovered to date. We have developed this habit, resistance training that progressively enhances strength, yet diverges from the conventional methods typically employed by many seniors. Through the implementation of targeted resistance training programs, super-agers whose strength levels surpass what is expected for their chronological age actively combat the biological processes associated with muscle atrophy. Many older individuals may not come to understand this essential principle. The functionality of your muscles adheres to the use it or lose it principle, albeit with an important exception. To ensure their continued health, it is essential to progressively challenge them. Maintaining the same modest weights consistently, engaging in regular walking, or participating in water aerobics may not be sufficient to preserve muscle mass after the age of 60. The method employed by super-agers is distinct in several ways. Initially, it is crucial to focus on the intensity of your activities rather than the duration. Research from McMaster University indicates that engaging in 2 weeks of high-intensity resistance training to the point of failure leads to more significant muscle gains in seniors than 5 weeks of moderate-intensity exercise. Achieving a state where you can no longer perform another repetition with proper form is crucial. This condition is referred to by exercise physiologists as transient muscle failure. This process stimulates protein synthesis in the muscles for up to 72 hours post-exercise by delivering robust anabolic signals. Secondly, individuals known as super-agers prioritize compound movements, which engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously. It is essential to consider their mobility and joint health when developing modified versions of squats, deadlifts, rows, pushes, and pulls. In contrast to isolated exercises such as bicep curls or leg extensions, these compound movements elicit a more significant hormonal response. Third, they implement progressive overload, a method that involves gradually increasing the level of difficulty over time to enhance performance and strength. Consistently using the same weights over time can lead to stagnation, as your muscles will adapt to the stress imposed on them. Individuals identified as super-agers meticulously monitor their exercise routines and consistently challenge themselves to achieve incremental improvements with each session. The fourth point highlights the importance of eccentric or lowering phases of workouts, which are recognized for their effectiveness in strengthening the muscles of older adults. Gradually lowering the weights increases the tension on the muscles while minimizing the impact on the joints. This method is remarkably effective, even for individuals who find themselves pressed for time. A groundbreaking study from the University of Alabama reveals that older adults participating in a 12-week progressive resistance training program experienced a remarkable 35% increase in strength and gained an average of 3.3 pounds of muscle. In addition to these significant improvements, there were notable enhancements in cognitive function, bone density, and blood glucose regulation. What is the most common mistake that retirees tend to make? Many individuals perceive resistance exercise as overly risky or outdated for their needs. It is crucial to recognize that resistance training plays a vital role in preventing additional muscle loss. This is important because muscle loss can elevate the risk of fragility, falls, and challenges with independence. Incorporate progressive resistance training into your routine as a foundational practice if you choose to implement just one strategy from this video. To ensure that you are following the proper techniques and protocols, it is advisable to consult with a qualified trainer initially. Gradually increase the intensity to align with your individual fitness level. Engaging in just 2 30-minute sessions each week can significantly influence the rate at which you age. Here are the 7 evidence-based practices that contribute to the impressive muscular strength maintained by many individuals in their 80s. Select a habit that you can readily incorporate into your routine today, and gradually progress to adopting additional habits over time. Investing your energy today in enhancing your strength and fostering independence will yield significant benefits over time. Now is the moment for you to express your thoughts. Are you actively practicing any of these 7 habits? Which one took you by surprise? Do you know an elderly individual who demonstrates exceptional strength for their age? We invite you to share your insights and experiences in the comments section below. Your contributions are valuable to our community. We kindly request that you share them with us. Thank you for your valuable time.